Good evening. Welcome to the 3D show. My name is Desire. As always, I hope you've had a wonderful, wonderful week. This week did not come without its challenges, but thank God we've made it this far, and it's so good to see you guys again. I'm not gonna lie. I always look forward to our time together on Fridays. Yes. So let's just quickly go on to hot topics. There's not really a lot to talk about today, but I just want to say I'm so relieved that the inauguration in America went down without a hitch. With all the drama and everything, I was thinking, when you watch too many of these like conspiracy theory series and all of that, I was like, oh my God, I was just biting my nails like the whole day. But thank God it went down without a hitch. And, a huge congratulations again to Vice President Kamala Harris. Just inspirational to be the first female vice president in the history of America. And then not only that, but the first Black female vice president in the history as well. And it's exciting because she can actually become the first ever female president of America. So it's just, we're living in very interesting times, and it's quite exciting to be alive right now with everything going on. I know the pandemic is putting a damper on a lot of things, but still there's a lot of things to be excited about if you watch the news as well. And then, unfortunately, I have to talk about this. I mean, in Ghana, I believe last week or 2 weeks ago, news came out that a young lady, very, very young lady, goes by the name of Amma Brony, went to a concert. She went to do a dancing competition on stage, twerking, and unfortunately, she fell down and she died. And it's very unfortunate. It's very unfortunate because she's left behind two twin, a set of twins and another child. So 3 kids have just lost their mother. You can't really. We're all gonna die, unfortunately, or fortunately in some cases, and you can't predict when something is gonna happen, or you can't really avoid it. But in most cases, if we can, we have to be sensible about certain things. And I just wanted to talk about this because, being a new mom, and hearing it was just very sad for me. It was very, very sad for me. So, my heart goes out to her kids, her family, and I just want to send out a heartfelt condolences to her family and her kids, and I hope something good can come out of this, and I hope they're comforted and they've got people in place to look after them. So that's it really for hot topics around the world. That was in Ghana, by the way. So we spoke about America, we've spoke about what went on in Ghana. We're going to take a very quick break. When we come back, today's show is going to be very interesting, very, very educational. So please, if you've got questions, if you've got concerns or anything in regards to anything with the law in the UK, immigration, any questions regarding the Brexit, how is it affecting your Ghana passport, your travel to Ghana, do you need visa? I mean, what countries do you need visa for and everything, if you hold a British passport and all of that? How does it affect your business as well? Tune in. We have a great lady in the studio with me today. I actually went to school with her, so it's quite exciting to be all grown up, and it's just so weird, but it's exciting. I'm so proud of her, and I'm so honored that she can be with us in the studio. Her name's Amy. She's got her own firm, and she will give us all the details. If you have some questions, or if you want advice and you can't leave it in the comments, please DM myself, or she will share her contact details as well. Please feel free to contact her. She's great. And I'm not just saying this because she's my friend. So guys, let's take a quick break. When we come back, we will get the show started. Get your questions in the comment section, and I will see you right back, right after the break. See you very soon.
Offer, Major say, me need me be here. Oh, need my now only certificate here. Offer, me you going to certificate. Oh, offer. Na for part you to come certificate. You na me come certificate. ITS Pro Center. Hwe afemu nyina. Hwe ni podo ya training wo. Gana problem yen sape. Na ya me ya no. Ewi aso so problem bi no fu ahwe na so ma nhwa. Wo de bo pay man wo. Na kan huru say wo di otu abro so a wo tan yem. Ensa anya duma no enidi. ITS Pro Center. ITS Pro Center. Me dey me fan 80s Pro. Say bia ya tete nkrofo ya maw SIA license. Na bet me dey ura security mu. Na wo dey akopa adwuma. Wo hwe say dey na nkrofo adwuma sai no wonya adwuma. Ba bia me kan fama wo aye ITS Pro Center. What any bet you amount here by 4 days perfect. Na unsa ka certificate. Enti adati na esa wo sere na ka chebe so wonya adwuma ye. ITS Pro Training Center no. Anya SIA nkwa na ye ye CSCS card so aka wo. CSCS card so no. Just 1 day training pep. Na wo wie so a unsa besa ka health and safety certificate so. Enti what why dey? Enti hwankofo agya we. Omo wie wo training. Omo akwakọ sha adwuma se wo site. Enti me me gana fo. Moti wo ye dey. Enne ya what me kai. Bomodia na frey. Awa sa numbers we so. Fa number no 079 04 68 6944 079 04 68 6944. Bomodia na frey ne ya. And now say 078 462 1.
Hey guys, welcome back to the show. You're tuned into the 3D show. Your decision determines your destiny. I'm your host, Desire, as always. God, I forgot my name there for a second. But yes, my name is Desire. Desire. Remember that D? Yes. My name is Desire, and we are about to just get the show on the road. So I'm joined in the studio by my friend. We went to secondary school together. She's doing exploits. I'm so proud of her. She's a mum, she's a wife, she's a solicitor. I think she owns her firm with her husband. We will confirm that very soon. She's here. We're just gonna talk about, something very, very close to my heart. Can women have it all? Because I've just started, in the game. I've only just got a 1-year-old. She's got 2 years and been a lawyer for like the longest. She actually studied for it, and that's her career. So I want to know how she's doing it. How is she balancing it? Because for me, it's just a bit much. I'm addicted to my child, and I'm just like, how do I break away and just go and do stuff? So without further ado, Amy, I've her by her name, so I'm gonna let her say her married name. But yes, Amy, what's the married name?
Amy Addai Denteh.
Amy Addai Denteh. Congratulations.
Right. Thank you.
How long has it been?
This year is going to be 3 years.
Wow.
Yeah,
wow.
3 years.
Wow. You don't even look like you've had a baby. You don't. Let alone 2.
DH.
Wow. Well done. You look good.
Thank you.
So how is it? How's motherhood?
It's amazing. Just been enjoying the experience, having 2 Yeah.
How old are they?
I've been enjoying it. It's just
No, how old are they, the kids?
How old? Okay, so my first is 2,
Okay.
and my second is almost 9 months.
Oh, wow. Amy, you look good.
Thank you.
You look really good.
Thank you so much.
Wow,
Yeah.
okay. And the 2 girls?
2 girls.
Wow. And you're back at work already?
Yes.
9 months?
And yes, back at work. I've been back at work a couple of months now.
Wow. So no rest for the blessed.
We're helping the community.
Yeah. Wow. So how are you finding it? The balance between how was it the first time you had a baby and then having to juggle? Wait, was the firm already set up before you had a baby?
Okay, so we set up the firm in November 2020.
Yeah.
November 2020.
Yeah.
So November 2019.
Okay.
So yeah, it's been almost a year plus, or more than a year.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And yeah, when I had my first daughter, I didn't have my own practice at the time.
Okay.
So that was the preparation phase, trying to get ourselves on the road and thinking of how we're going to establish the business. And then thereafter, as she was getting a bit older, we made plans, preparation, and eventually, by God's grace.
Wow. So you have really balanced the family life, because with a baby, you still managed to set up a business and have an addition. What has been the challenges?
It's not easy, but I just thank God. His husband, he helps me on a regular basis.
He's part of the firm, right?
He is part. He's the CEO.
Okay.
Solicitors. So he helps me not only with, of course, the business side, but with the family as well. Both very much hands-on with the children.
Okay.
So it's been good.
So the $1 million question. Honestly,
yeah.
Can women have it all? But before you answer that question, I don't want you to just talk from your point of view.
That's right.
Because you're a lawyer and you see marriages dissolve and all of that, so you've seen it from every. So I don't want you to just talk from personal point of view, but also from your professional point of view, and and how we can, like, the tools that we can use to help us have it all, if your answer is no. Yes. So just before we get there, guys, we're just going to take a very, very quick break. Don't go anywhere. The conversation is just getting started. Amy is just, relaxing into her chair. And trust me, she don't like to talk. Like, I remember in school, she didn't like to talk. But today, I'm going to pull all the information out of her. So stay put. We will be right back. See you soon. Hi. I hope you had a very quick, rush to the kitchen to grab yourself a nice hot cup of tea. It's very cold outside, but welcome back to the 3D show. Once again, I'm your host, joined in the studio by our ace solicitor from Abinell Solicitors and firm.
That's great.
Yes. I'm joined by Amy. And just before the break, we were discussing how, she had a baby and, well, she's married. She got married, started a family with her husband, and then both of them managed to set up a successful law firm all within the same year. So I feel like she's the best person to have in the studio to discuss, can women have it all? And I actually posed that question to her just before we went on commercial break. And Amy, I hope you're ready to answer us. Can women have it all?
I think women can have it all.
Okay.
I'm confident to say because I think firstly, nothing is as it seems. Nothing is just easy.
Yeah.
You just pick it up and then everything's working perfectly. I think that very importantly, God is always at the center of everything I do, and generally in my business, my family. And I think that's the solid foundation for anything. Okay. In my opinion, because otherwise it becomes too tasking, too challenging, overwhelming, and it's just overburdened. Burdened.
So it keeps you grounded.
It keeps you grounded.
Okay.
It gives you a solid foundation. I also think that you have to know your role before you set out to take over the world, as you'd call it, for a woman. You have to know your role, both in the home and also in the outside to the outside world. Okay. So at home, you always have to, of course, pray that things work very well for you. Okay. Because I feel that once you have that solace at home, you have that support system at home, it enables you to thrive.
Outside, yes.
It all, everything begins at home. As you say, charity
begins at home. Yes.
So I feel my support system at home, by the grace of God, is very strong, and I make a conscious effort to ensure that I'm not disturbed, I'm not upset. Okay. Even when things go wrong, I try my best to resolve things amicably, and then it gives me joy to do what I love best. Right. So going into the world now, I can do my job very well. I have a clear head to help others. Yeah. That's why I'm here. I'm here to help others. Yeah. So I have to be right at home first before I can then,
of course,
helping hand to those who need me most. Yeah. So that's partly.
I think you're spot on, and you touched on a few points that a lot of, thanks to social media, a lot of our generation will probably be watching us thinking, like, what do you mean role? Like, what the man can do, I can do, and all of that. And I feel like a lot of my viewers feel like I'm that type of woman. I mean, like, what the man can do, a woman can do as well. However, in every home is different. And I feel like that, like, what I hear what you're saying, that, if you are, I don't want to use the word fortunate, because, a lot of people might not be married or, might have decided to have children on their own. But if you do find yourself in a situation where you live with a partner, or you have a family and you're raising it together, from what you're saying, that understanding needs to be there in order for you as the woman to be in a position where, maybe I can have it all. Because you can't have it all if you're fighting to be the man, if you're fighting to be the provider, the nurturer. You're going to burn out.
Of course.
Right?
Of course, Steve. You're
it's
a bit too much. Just, you need to offload the burden.
Yes.
As you said, it's not everybody who's married, but you need to find that outlet.
Takes a village.
Yes. To make you happy. For me, I can't do my job unless I'm in tip-top shape. Yeah. I'm at my best when I'm happy. Yeah. And I love what I do. I love helping people. Yeah. So if I'm not happy, it's not happy.
But did you ever find, because there's a lot of people in our generation that they want the career, and then they like, I'm a boss. Yeah. And at the same time, deep down, they might not want to admit it, but deep down, they want the family life. Yes. But it's like, okay, I can't afford to take out 9 months because, in the firm, and this, I feel like this happens a lot in the banking industry, where it's like, if you take out time, you have to start you know, not all over again, but you know, you have to, you can't afford to as a woman. Yes. And so that's where I feel like that whole argument of inequality comes in. Yes. So did you ever struggle with that? It was like, okay, you know, I've gone to school, I've studied, I've done all of this for my career. But then, you know, did you feel pressure? Like, okay, you know, I've met my guy, not husband at the time, you know, maybe he wants kids, you know, mommy and daddy, you know, like, hey, you're 30, blah, blah, blah. Like, how did you deal with, like, did you have that?
Of course.
And how did you deal with it?
I just I tuned everybody out.
Okay.
You know, because it's like, I think marriage is a blessing.
Mm-hmm.
It's a union from God.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, although I think it's an amazing union to be part of, I feel like when the time is right, it would happen. So I balanced my aspirations to be a wife alongside my aspirations to be a solicitor. Both of them. Repeat that bit.
Okay,
so I balanced my aspirations to be a wife alongside balancing my aspirations to become a solicitor. So I kept both of them at par. Both of them were there. Both of them had some significance. I want to be married. I want to have children. I also want to fulfill my destiny.
Yes.
I want to help others. So what am I going to do? So I just balanced both. I wanted both. I'll confess.
Yeah. No, but there's nothing wrong. There's nothing, because I feel like now, you know, like, you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. It's like, you know, yeah, I don't need a man. But then, like, you know, when you say that, it's like, oh, you know, feminist. But then when you also come out and say, you know, I want to be married, I want the union, I want all of that, I want the family. Oh God, why are you so weak? Like, you don't need a man.
You know, so
that's the word.
You know, a friend of mine used to tell me, "Oh, you're I go love die. You're just I go love die. It's like you like love too much."
Yeah.
You know, it's a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
A little bit of love, a little bit of compassion, giving, kindness. Life is full of so many different aspects. So we need to appreciate that. We shouldn't shut out one aspect of our life that could possibly make us happy, and then try and we'll always be, you know, uneven. Yeah. You know, and not feel for sometimes, not for everybody, but for me, the type of person I am, won't feel fulfilled. So I think it's a bit of everything.
But I think what I'm also receiving is that you were honest with yourself, and that allowed you to live in your truth, and allowed you to let life happen.
That's correct.
Like, it wasn't, you know, I'm not hiding the fact that I want a husband.
Never hiding that.
You know?
Always wanted to.
And I think that's important. But then, like you said, you balanced your aspirations for wanting a family.
That's good.
And you balanced it with what, you know, building your career. And, you know, I did a video recently, because I have a lot of people that, you know, tell me, oh, you're against marriage, so how comes you're married? And I always say, I'm not against marriage. And this is why I wanted you to come, you know, here, and because you are the perfect example of a lady that, a woman that can have it all, and you've done it successfully. And, you know, by God's grace, you will live to be an example for all of us, because I feel like we can have it all, but let's not place so much importance on marriage to the point where we lose ourselves. And then when we do get married, you resent yourself, and then you end up resenting the partner, because it's like, oh, you know, if it wasn't for you, I'll be traveling the world. He didn't ask you.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
I get what you mean, dear. It's like he's a part of your life.
And you allowed him into your life, because as much as he asked you, will you marry me? Yes. You had the choice to say yes or no.
Of course.
And this now spills over to your family life, where, you know, it's like, oh, I go to this church, you know, or, you know, all my cousins, all my siblings are getting married. You rush, you get married, you leave your degree, you don't pursue it, you have the baby, and then you want to leave the baby with grandma and go and travel the world.
It's not happening. It's not happening. It's also very important for not just for us women, but for the younger generation, for the youth. It doesn't happen overnight.
This is it.
It takes some time. It takes focus, So we have so many things that we want in our lives, but I think it's important. It takes some time to reflect on what you want. Aim, there should be an objective, an aim. You want this, you work towards it, and you go get it. Setting up my own firm or the family business that I have is over a period of 20 years. It may look like it's something
it just happened,
over 20 years. Just having the thought to become a lawyer or to become a solicitor, and then actually putting it to practice, having your challenges, going through so many difficult battles to ensure that your dream comes to life. So many things are part of this route I'm on at the moment. Also,
this success story.
Yes. Never give up, because there's so many challenges. You have things come your way. What I find with the youth is the minute it gets just a little bit difficult, a little bit tight, they're dropping. It's
not just the youth. Some of us, I am amongst. But we learn, and this is why it's important to have conversations. Open and candid conversation. Nobody's perfect. Just because you see somebody married and they've got the house, nobody has all the answers, But one thing that I also want you to touch on is, did you find that it was easier to choose a life partner? Somebody that you will build that family that you always wanted and you've always aspired for? Because you knew who you were and you had your purpose that you were working towards. Because like you said, if your dream of building a family firm is 20 years old, I don't imagine that Pookie from the ghetto, the drug dealer down the road, no matter how good looking or whatever, is coming to talk to you and you will give in to him. Oh no, this is not controversial. But if you're aspiring to be a lawyer, are you going to align your dream with a drug dealer?
That is very true. You need to.
I didn't say truck driver or pure water seller, because do you understand? Because there's a difference.
Yeah.
Like an honest man.
Yes.
With with an honest is an honest man. But with the life that you wanted, you need somebody with integrity. A gangster. Amy the lawyer. With the okay. We're not judging. No, but like, is it something you thought about, or were you just any man that came along and I was attracted to, I will give him a chance?
Yeah, that's a very good question. I prayed. I'm not gonna lie today. I prayed solid.
Yeah.
God aligns me together with somebody, not just who's okay. He has other aspects of his life that are great as a professional, but somebody who understands me.
This is it.
Somebody who loves me for me. You don't have to be a brain surgeon, but somebody who loves me for me, somebody who understands me, somebody who understands the word of God. I think is really important in my life. So I can walk to that journey with that person. And I prayed for my husband. I prayed that I would meet the right person who would understand me, and God has done it for me.
Yeah.
I just feel with things like that, you can't risk things like this, because it can destroy your whole purpose. Your ambition can be ruined by the person you align yourself. Unfortunately.
Repeat that bit again, Amy.
Your ambition and your desire to be who you want to be can be ruined by the wrong partner. Unfortunately, it's sad, but it happens.
It can even be ruined by the friends you choose. So it's very, very important.
Association.
Yes.
So better still the person
that you share bed with, you share your body, your dream.
Everything. So the person has to be someone who he positively affects your life, constantly reassuring you. He understands you. Yeah. This is the person who wanted God to bring.
Wow. Wow.
Solid.
Wow.
I'm very happy about it.
Amy, blessed. Guys, it's just amazing. But you know, as much as Amy's life is together, we're hearing her journey, and we're hearing the sacrifices, and we're hearing the input that she has made into what is now the life that she has always wanted. It doesn't end there, and I'm sure you will agree that, you know, her prayers have not stopped because she's got the ring. Like, it hasn't stopped because she's got the firm. You know, the hard work is still going on. She's still inputting, you know, into the dream and into the life that she wanted. So she, like, you know, yes, women can have it all, but there are fundamental things you have to put in place in order for you to successfully have it all. And one of them is just being honest with yourself, regardless of what it is that you want. If you don't want to have a husband, a wife, children, be honest with that and pursue your goals. You that, listen, I don't want the goals, or, you know, I don't the career, all of that. I want the family. Please be honest with yourself. I'm gonna take a very quick break. When we come back, move on to like Amy's actual, you know, passion. Her family is her passion. We can talk about this all day. I know a lot of people pray. Sierra prayed to get her husband. Talk to Amy, she will tell us what prayer she prayed to get her husband. But after the break, we will move on to, we'll be discussing how is affecting our daily lives and how it will affect our daily lives. So we will see you right after the break. Soon.
Ofa, mejuma say. Me need adwuma bia ye. Oh, the adwuma ye. Na only certificate bia. Ofa, me go na koya certificate. Oh, Ofa. Na for pa bia to come on certificate. You na me come certificate. ITS Pro Center. Hwe afemu nyina. Hwe ni podo ya training wo. Gana problem yen sape. Ana ya me ya no. Ewi ase so po bebe no fu ahwe na so ma nhwa. Wo de bo pa e ma ne wo. Na kan huru se wo di otu abro so wo ton yem. Ensa anya dwuma no enidi. ITS Pro Center. ITS Pro Center. Me de me fan it is pro. ISS bia ya. Ya tete nkrofo. Ya ma SIA license. Na betimi de ewura security mu. Na wo de akopa adwuma. Wo hwe se de na nkrofo adwuma sai na wonya adwuma. Ba bia me kan fama wo. Aye ITS Pro Center.
The 3D Zaya here. I'm joined in the studio by Amy. Is that even the correct? I'm joined in the studio by Amy. Yeah, that's the. Hey, I've been eating too much banku and tilapia, so my English is going. Forgive me, guys, but thank you so much for tuning in. I'm getting all your comments. I'll be going through it very, very shortly. So right now, as you know, Amy is actually a lawyer. She owns her own law firm in the UK. I want to know, Amy, Brexit, because I feel like a lot of us, we're not really seeing the impact because we've been locked up for like a year plus. So, like, Brexit is now finalized. And how is it affecting businesses? How is it affecting the individual? You know, I mean, so how is it affecting the individual Ghanaian?
I'll start by talking about the Ghanaian community.
Yeah, please go ahead.
It's had a grave effect on us all.
Oh, really?
Yes, because the old law, Brexit, yes, gave EU nationals who, let's say our auntie or uncle,
yeah,
have like an EU passport or
right,
an EU ID continent. They live in the UK. They were able to bring all of their extended family members into the UK. Come and join them for 5 years, and then they get there indefinite.
So if you were like a German, a Dutch, that you lived here, it. Then
bring your family. You can also.
And
yes.
Everything.
And a lot of people's lives because of that. Because yes, And even the old, maybe you had a niece in Ghana somewhere, needed to the UK to study, for example, come to the UK to join their uncle. That would be possible with the old EEA regulations 2016. But now that December 20 now passed, that extended family aspect of the EU regulations has totally dissolved, unless you have possible cause circumstances to bring that relative. So it's closed that. That's just hard.
And what does it affect? Like, a lot of people do marriage to bring their spouses. Does the new law affect?
Well, I think the new law, thank God, has made provision for that.
Oh, okay.
So now we now adopted the new law, which is Appendix EU, and Appendix EU allows you to have a member joining a relevant EU sponsor. That means you may be in Ghana, right? And your spouse, you are here, you've got a Dutch passport, your wife or your partner can still join you.
Okay. Oh, okay.
However, the relationship should be consistent for the 31st of December for you to apply under the EU.
So if I went to Ghana, like, this Christmas, and I just met somebody, and I want to marry them, they don't fall under that relationship. Doesn't fall under that the new law. If I go to Ghana and I meet somebody, how does the person join here?
That then would help you further for the also this day, let's say on the 20th, to register it for you.
So are you saying that if no marriage, you don't need to do the court marriage in order to bring your spouse here? Okay.
But maybe
you and then you're waiting to okay.
You can go to the
okay.
be able to register before that day.
I see.
It's very much to bring the law has is not flexible
as it used to be.
They are little complicated.
To prove, hey,
as before, marriage certificate is there. You put your evidence. You bring.
Wow. Okay. So guys, I hope you understand what Amy is saying. She's talked about the pre-Brexit and post-Brexit, how it's affecting us. Get your questions down below. We're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, I will read some of your questions and your comments, and then I will ask Amy how it's affecting us British people here with British passports, and in terms of moving around the EU. So stay tight. We will be right back.
Offer, Majma say, now only certificate. Offer, me you get the certificate. Oh, offer. For part, you to come certificate. You are not certificate. ITS Pro Center. I feel now. Shani Padu, you train you. Gonna problem is a pay. And they are we are so probably no for a so man shall. Would you pay money? Now, can you say, would you trouble so tell him? And sign that man any ITS Pro Center. ITS Pro Center. Me fan it is pro. I just say be ya. Ya teaching crop ya mount SIA license. Now bet with your security. Now they are go you man. Because said ya net and crop adwuma sign no win adwuma. Baby American farmer aye ITS Pro Center. And what any bet you amount here by 4 days per. Now on certificate. Enti adatina esa was na aka chapso win adwuma ye. ITS Pro Training Center no. Anya SIA nkwa na ye ye CSCS card so account CSCS card so no just 1 day training pep na wo wie so a unsabesa account health and safety certificate so and what why dey e di fiankofo agya we omo wie wo training omo akwakọ sha adwuma se wo site e di me na gana fo mo ti why dey and na ya what me kan bo mo dia na frey our sa numbers we so fa number no 079 04 68 6944 079 04 68 6944. Bomadi ana free ni ya. Anase 078 462 11172 078 462 11172. ITS Pro Training Center. Address 453 to 457 first floor, Libridge Road. E10 7E buses do one fa bomodia na brand ya enti amfa wo se wo yi oba mo so betimi awura construction na security enti wo dey frey na ye ka wo kasa ye sa te wo kasa nso training center we na sa training center we
into the 3D show. My name is Desire and I am joined in the studio by Amy, our solicitor. Just before the break she was explaining how the Brexit has affected the Ghanaian community. It seems like a very simple way, but it's quite big because before the Brexit, let me say it in plain terms, before the Brexit, you can bring extended family into the UK, even if you are not a UK citizen, but an EU citizen. So Italian, German, Dutch, Swedish, all of that. Yeah. But however, now that we are post Brexit and we've left the EU, even if you live in the UK and you are, a European citizen, so Dutch, Italian, whatever, you can only bring your spouse from Ghana if you have been dating or if you can show proof of your relationship before the 31st of December 2020.
Spot on, D.
Hey, I think I should leave this presenting and go and do law because I understand it very well. But that's not fair. And this thing, a lot of people didn't understand this Brexit thing.
Yes, they just.
Because a lot of aunties and uncles were, hey, and now, what's it called? Like, it takes to get council flat. It takes so long to get.
Polish phone. They take all our work. So
Amy, we've got somebody on the line that wants to ask a question. Sure. Hello.
Hello.
Hi there. Yeah, welcome to the show.
I'm calling to TV.
Sorry.
Am I calling into Tiapa TV?
Yes, you are. How can we help you? Yeah. Thank you for watching the show.
My name is Dennis. Calling from Hanslow.
Okay, hi.
Yeah, I want to ask a lawyer a question.
Please go ahead.
Concerning my wife and I as well.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was living in Italy. I was staying in Italy, and whilst I was processing my papers, I added my wife to it, but my wife lives in Ghana. So I've now moved from Italy to UK, and I'm a permanent resident in UK.
Right.
So I just applied for my residency card. Is it possible I can use the old paper to go and bring my wife to the UK?
Okay, so when you say the old paper, how do you mean? Do you have pre-settled status under the EU settlement scheme?
Hello?
Hello? Can you hear me?
Hello?
Hello?
Can you hear us?
Yeah, I used to live in Italy. I've lived in Italy for 15 years.
Yes.
My wife was in Ghana, and I was in Italy. So when I was going for my papers, I added my wife's name on the paper that I have a wife in Ghana.
Yes.
So now I don't live in Italy anymore. I live in UK as a resident permit.
That's right.
So is it possible when I'm processing my paper, I can go for my wife and bring it to the UK?
Yes, you can bring your wife to the UK.
Okay. Thank you for calling in. We will answer your question now, so keep watching.
Oh, okay.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the gentleman can bring his wife from Ghana. He mentioned that he's come here, he lives in the UK. We didn't get whether he's working. If he's working and if he's exercising his rights to work in the UK, he's then able to, first of all, make an application under the EU settlement scheme and apply for pre-settled status if he hasn't already.
Okay.
If he has, fantastic. Then we're looking to apply for an EU family permit under the EU settlement scheme for his wife, because he's an Italian national. So then his wife then has the opportunity to join him. You know, it's called joining a family member, joining a relevant EU national. So that would be very straightforward.
What he was saying. So if you're a EU citizen,
that's right. Yeah.
Can you nationalize to become British?
You can.
Okay.
But that's where it becomes a bit dicey, because if you naturalize to be British, it changes your rights, as you'd call it.
Okay.
So if you're British, when you're bringing your wife in at the moment, you'd have to fulfill certain criteria you have to fulfill. The financial requirement of 18,006. You would also have to fulfill the English language requirement. So there are things that you'd have to satisfy under Appendix FM, which is the UK law for British spouses of British nationals. But with the EU, even though we have left the EU at the moment, they've created the new legislation, which is Appendix EU, and it's still flexible. You don't have to have 18,006. Your wife does not need to pass an English language test. All you need to show is that you are related to the EU national.
So it's much more simpler that way.
Very simple.
Oh,
and there's no fee. You know how the Home Office have their charges? It's free of charge. Even though we've Brexited, it's still free. So there's an advantage for him to bring his wife under the EU settlement.
So caller, I hope that helps you, and I hope that answers your question. How does it affect the Brexit? How is it affecting our movement? Because I wanted to go to Ghana for Easter.
Yes.
I bought KLM.
Yes.
Then some WhatsApp status message came around. Honestly, our mothers and them WhatsApp messages, that's for another show. But it came round and said, you know, if you're going through Schiphol, you need visa, transit visa, what visa, please, explain, because I don't have British Airways money. Please.
if you're a British national and you are transiting through any of the sort of EU countries, you wouldn't need a transit visa. You'd need a transit visa if you're a third country national. So maybe you have a Ghanaian passport, and then you'd want to transit through to maybe Amsterdam before going. That's fine. And even with that, you need a transit visa. If you are leaving, you're not going to actually transit straight away, but you're going out into the Netherlands. If you're not, you don't need it.
So I wanted to do this because I'm stingy. So I want to go. I'm going to Ghana with Ghana passport.
Yes.
But obviously, I can use my British to get there, and then use my Ghana passport
when you're coming back.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. They want to take money from you at the airport.
They give you so much hassle if you don't have the visa and the Ghanaian passport. But then I learned that the Ministry of Interior in Ghana, they do this dual nationality card.
My mum has that.
You know, and I thought, okay, that would be easier because the visa fees, it would stop you from having to pay visa fees.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So, how many countries can we go to, please? Because that's very important to me.
Yes.
Like, are we getting visa to go to France?
No. If you're going, on a temporary basis, you're going for your short holidays.
Yeah.
Or even
What's a short holiday? 2 weeks?
2 weeks, 1 week. If you're even going for a longer period, 1 month, 2 months, it should be fine. It's when you're going for a longer period of time, that's when it becomes very challenging.
Okay.
It becomes very challenging.
Okay.
You would then have to abide by their laws. We're not part of the EU anymore.
Yeah.
So you know how people used to travel, go to school in Germany and do engineering and do so many different things. If you want to be a longer period of time, country, that's when it becomes very challenging. Rules. It becomes very challenging.
You will not be
governed. You would then have to abide by their laws.
We have a caller on the line. So, hello, good evening. Thank you for joining the show.
School in Germany and do engineering and do so many different things. If you want to be a longer period of time.
Hello, are you there? I think maybe we've lost the caller, but I mean this makes sense. I just wanted to know.
Yes.
So is the only way?
Yes.
Like now that, I mean, we've already established if I can't prove my relationship with somebody last year, it's going to be hard for me to bring them. But so what happens if, like, I live in Ghana, I'm a professional, and I want to move myself and my family here? How easy or how simple is that? Has that changed? Because I know before you could, right?
Yes.
Okay, you still. Oh, okay. We've got a caller on the line. Sorry, Amy. Hello. Hello.
Yeah, my name is Emmanuel.
Hi, Emmanuel. Thank you for watching the show.
Yeah, I want to ask a lawyer one question.
Please go ahead.
I'm not married, but I have a girlfriend who lives in Spain.
Yeah.
And she's having a 5 years resident card. And I'm also having my 5 years resident card in UK. Is it possible she can come and live in UK?
Yes, she can come and live in UK.
Okay.
Yes, she can come as an EU national. And when she comes in, she would have to apply for the EU settlement scheme. So
Okay.
she
Hello?
can yes, she can come. She can come to the UK under the EU settlement scheme.
Okay. So if she comes and they get married,
yes,
does that make it easy?
In this case, I think he's got a residence card already.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it doesn't affect the case because he already has his.
Okay.
But if he didn't, then we would look at when the relationship started and so on.
I see. So, before, if one person is, if one parent is British and one is not, and obviously it automatically makes the child British,
yes.
Can the non-papers have it? Sorry, the non-Enkrata person still get their citizenship through that, or has that changed after Brexit?
Oh no, that British nationals they're governed by a completely different set of rules.
Okay.
British nationals and then parents who don't have leave, that's governed under Appendix FN. So that's the UK laws.
Yeah.
And yes, that still is very much in existence. If you have a British child and, for example, you've overstayed, you can regularize your stay by way of your British child. So that's not changed at all. It's the EU aspect that has the changes currently.
Hey, okay. So, guys, Amy doesn't only do immigration law; she also does family law.
That's right.
So, in terms of family law, explain what family law is: marriages, divorces, child.
Yeah.
Oh,
yes,
wait. Someone said I should ask you this.
Yes.
If you've been here for 20 years without citizenship, and you're like illegal, after 20 years, is that a threshold for you to come forward and get it?
Yes, that's a discretion.
But what if you've been using somebody's papers to work?
It becomes dicey.
I see.
Because under the rules, the immigration rules, Under the immigration rules, what it is you need to prove that you have lived here continuously for 20 years.
Oh.
So if you've used somebody's papers and it's not in your name, it becomes a bit of a challenge.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So we have somebody on the. Hey, today, dear Amy, we can't afford your consultancy fees, but we have a caller on the line. Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Hi, good evening. Thank you for watching the show.
You're welcome. I've got a question for the lawyer.
Yes, please go ahead.
Yeah, so basically, I have indefinite.
Okay.
And I've had it through a EU national.
Yeah.
But I didn't apply for whatever they said we should do by 31st of December. How does that affect me?
Okay, you would have to, you're not affected in that way because you would have to apply for the EU settlement scheme by the 30th of June 2020. So she's not affected.
Okay.
If you already have a residence document, which is a relevant document.
Yeah.
So maybe you've been given a residence card or permanent residence in her case. You can still apply under the EU settlement scheme.
Okay.
For the ones who already have the relevant document, their deadline is 30th of June 2020. So it has to be by the 1st of July 2021.
Okay.
This year.
Okay. So she's still within.
She's still within, but
Okay.
she would have to do it, as soon as she possibly can. And it's a very straightforward process. If you call us, we'll be able to, take you through it.
Guys, please reach out to Amy and her team. They're very capable, as you tell, and she and her team are more than willing and ready to help. I remember this thing happened to one of our friends in school, in secondary school. They were brought here, and obviously they went to school, whatever. But he had the indefinite, but he didn't apply for his British.
All right.
And later on, I don't know how the story ended, but I think is either they were deported because they went to jail, they went to prison.
Okay.
Yeah, like there's like 2 or 3 of them. I know 2 of them were deported back home, and then one of them is still here, but I don't know what happened. Like, for the viewers that bring their children here, how important is it to even if you've got your indefinite, how important is it to apply for the British passport?
It's very important. It's very important. However, it's not a right that everybody wants to, sort of exercise. Some people don't want to be British, but it does.
Hey, then why did you suffer to come here?
It does. Some people love to hold on to their nationality. But it does provide you with, I wouldn't say immunity.
Okay.
But it provides you with some protection.
Okay.
Some protection because. Once you commit a criminal offence, which you're sentenced for more than 3 years, they're looking to, if you have indefinite, and even sometimes when you have a British passport, they're looking to try to remove you. If you were not born here, you still stand there's still that chance, even if you're British.
I see.
Still then stand that chance that it can be.
It's written in the British passport that the Queen has the right to remove it from you.
Correct.
Yeah. So I mean, let's not get cocky because you've got British passport.
Yes.
I hate that about our community.
Yes.
Because you hold the formally read passport.
Yes.
I want my Asonjo. Yes. And I'm British.
Yes,
it's okay.
Exactly.
The Queen can take it from you if you wasn't born here. So chill.
At any time. So you have to. Mainly, what we should be saying, Dee, is you have to behave. You have to behave.
That goes without saying.
Try your best. I'm not saying.
Hello.
Try your best.
Okay. So I think this will be the last phone call for the day. Hi, caller. How are you? Thank you for tuning in.
Yeah, Nathaniel calling from
Hi.
East London.
Okay. How can we help?
Yeah. To cut everything short, I want to ask a lawyer a simple question. I have my brother who is a disease. He's dead and gone. But he's having a 4-year daughter. and I'm having an EU resident permit, is it possible I can bring the daughter to the UK?
Okay.
Because I'm taking care of her. I'm taking care of her school and everything. So I've adopted the son as my daughter. Is it possible I can bring her here?
If it's gone through the legal adoption process,
and you have papers, not just mouth.
That's correct. It's gone through the family courts in Ghana. The whole adoption process in the UK has been adhered to. Then you can bring.
Please. So you can't just adopt in Ghana. You have to do it here as well.
You can go through an adoption agency, or you can go through your council. They have to assess it, because it should be in the best interest of the child, and to avoid things like child trafficking and so on and so forth.
I see. Okay.
The council can get involved, or you can get an international adoption agency that can help facilitate the process. So if the child has been adopted in the right way, the child is a relevant family member. A family member of a relevant EU national, because they're adopted. But if he's saying as a niece or a nephew, remember that extended family members has since been cancelled
Brexit
on the 31st of December, so it will 2020. So it would be hard. However, the Home Office have given some leeway. If there are some compassionate circumstances, exceptional circumstances, they are happy to waive it depending on the situation. So, being the fact that the brother is now deceased and he is the sole carer of the child, we can try our best to make the right submissions for the person, and hopefully that would bring the child to the UK.
Wow. Caller, I hope we answered your question. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I know, hey, human beings. So you people, you just want free consultation. All of today. Thank you so much for tuning in. I just want to read a couple of the comments on our Facebook. Anafi Kofi Stephen says, God bless you for your good work. Kwame Baden says, I'm enjoying your program live in the train. Oh wow, okay, thank you, producer. Whatever you've done, we're really transmitting very well. Sandra, hi Auntie Sandra. Auntie Sandra says, well done, great women. Thank you so much. Thank you. Auntie Gloria, Nana Anobia, she says well done as well. Ebenezer Newton Mensah says, I trust this company, a very great company. Thank you so much. And Ebenezer's talking about Abinell Solicitors. I mean, that's my friend, of course. I've got Jackie Osei Framer. She says, keep up the good work, Amy. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. Prince Ajay Achampon has given us fire. Wow. Today the show is fire. Obahima, yes. Obahima says, knowing all of this information as an immigrant is very important. Thank you. Yes, thank you so much. Prince, God bless you. Prince said, hello, host. Oh, Prince, I will buy you sweets. You're the first person to acknowledge your host. Thank you. My cousin Priscilla says, please share their details. So I'm going to give Amy the chance to share it, but we've been playing Abinell's advert. I will also share the video on Entity Apaz page and on my personal page as well. So Mam C says, God bless ladies. Kwame Ochery, great work. Naya Kwasi has given us this sign. Nanaya says, kudos to you and Amy. Nanaya, so you two, you want sweets. That's why you're acknowledging me. Don't worry, I'll get you sweets as well. Amy, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm going to try and convince Amy to, try and get her at least once a month to pray for me. If you want that, guys, share the video and give me thumbs up right now if you want me to convince Amy to, come to this show at least once a month just to advise us and give us updates. But please, we will share her details. So please reach out to Avenel Solicitors and let's patronize each other. As you can tell from all the quick answers, listen, she knows what she's talking about. So we're going to take a very, very quick break today where I'm conscious of the time. We'll take a very quick break. And then when we come back, we will round up the show. And then we will see you very, very shortly. So stay put. Hi guys, I'm back. You're tuned into the 3D show with myself, Desire, and I'm joined in the by who is hopefully going to be our host, lawyer, Amy. I only remember that.
It's Mrs.
Amy
Addai Denteh.
Mrs. Amy Addai Denteh. Yes. Well, don't worry, I'm still convincing her, so you know. But if after this show, Abby solicitors don't get at least five customers, she's not back. You know me, I'll do it. Oh wow, Amy, you are getting a lot. And rightly so. I've got Kunedu Roy says Amy is the best lawyer. Listen, I can tell from personal experience because she's helped my nephew. Very, very, very sufficient, and you know, did everything. So she's not just sitting here because she's pretty. She's married. Please show your ring. Yes. So Amy, before the show, so we've got Mark as well says nice one says. So yes, you've got a lot of people praising great work that you're doing. How can people find you, and you know what services? Because we talked a lot about immigration, because I know immigration is what affects our community quite. But then also there's a lot of people that are in marriages, you know, that is not working. You know, and they don't know their option, because it's like, okay, you know, my partner brought me here, so you know, if I leave him, does that mean my papers will be taken away? Or you know, like some people think, you know, he brought me here, I've had a child, I haven't worked. If he leaves me, will they take my children away? What do you say to those things as well as a family lawyer?
Wow. That's a very good one. Thank you so much, Dee, for asking.
Maybe I'm good, though. Ace lawyer, Ace host. We're a great team.
Thank you, Dee. Dee, I think that's a very important question, because people fear they're in marriages, and sometimes, unfortunately, with domestic abuse as well. And they're married to a British national. Yeah. They're married to someone who has indefinite, and they're worried. They've come from, you know, the man or the lady is the sponsor. They brought them to, provided them with the necessary sort of entry clearance, made the application for them. So what I want to reassure the listeners is when you have such a situation where there's difficulty in your marriage, there's domestic violence, you're married to a British national, indefinite holder.
Or it's just not working out.
Yes,
maybe you don't fancy him anymore.
Okay, so
that happens. You ain't my spec anymore.
Okay, so let's deal with the domestic violence, and then we'll deal with being your spec.
Yeah. So that one.
So the domestic violence of it. People are scared to report domestic violence. They and like some sort of a stigma. You know, the pastor will tell me I shouldn't say anything. Family coming, just relax.
You are
be okay. It's, yes, you're ungrateful. He brought you. Remember, he paid your ticket. Do you understand? He paid thousands of pounds for you to come.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's all about mental health as well. It's about, you know, if you're physically abused, it's about your general overall health.
Yeah.
So when these things do happen, you have to report to the police.
Okay.
Important.
Hey, but I should report when I haven't renewed my residency.
You see,
Amy.
No, I know
my children to be taken away.
And I know there's the fear there, but if you report,
but you still have the right.
Yes.
Okay.
Because under domestic violence, if you are married to a British national or someone who has indefinite leave to remain, there's a concession for domestic violence. So they give you that leadway, that leverage to still renew your leave, even for you to get your indefinite, because or in light of the current challenges in your marriage, domestic violence.
What evidence would you need? So let's say you've called the police, no charges were pressed.
Yes.
What evidence do you need?
I would firmly say you should always also go for a non-molestation order, which is family law, of course. It's going to the threatened. You feel like you're used. You don't want this person to threaten you no longer. So it stops them from any sort of physical or emotional abuse.
And how does that affect the children? Because women, we don't want our children to be taken away, and then that whole Ghanaian mentality, and Fama Nyame, like all of that. Like how do you protect the children?
Well,
and
the children can always be protected by way of a child arrangements order, because sometimes once a relationship goes sour, unfortunately the children are like puppets,
collateral damage.
Yes. So you can go through the family court again, and a child arrangement order to ensure that you have arrangements in place for the children. It might be that the mother is the sole carer or the joint carer in this case, but the mother would want the child to be resident with them, and then maybe for father to have contact. So all of these things can be drafted into a court order, and the family law.
So you've come here. They've told you you're entitled to benefits.
That's correct.
Or public funds.
Yep.
You don't work because Oga don't want you to work.
That's
You've
right.
given birth to 2 kids under 10.
That's right. Yeah.
You've grown wings to take him to court.
Yes.
I mean, can the not being eligible for public funds change, or how do I afford to look after my kids?
It can change, because if you're going with the domestic violence concession under the law, they give you indefinite leave as soon as you're able to prove that you qualify for the DV concession.
I see.
So once you get indefinite leave to remain, you will be then entitled to claim benefits if you're in a difficult financial position. So evidence. You can't just say someone hit you. Where's the evidence?
Okay.
You can't say that you're emotionally disturbed. Where's the evidence? Did you go to the doctor to tell the doctor that you're suffering from depression because maybe your partner's putting you down?
Can pastors, actors?
No.
Okay.
For family members.
No, but this is very important, because for our community, our first call off is the pastor, because
that's correct. Yes.
So let's apply wisdom to certain things, because that's what is standing in the way of our lives.
That's correct.
And our children's lives, essentially.
Yes, I've had many clients who've come to me, and they're literally in tears, and it's because they never reported to the police, they never went to the family court, they never told their doctor. The doctor can, maybe if you've been hit, or maybe
mental, as record.
You go to your doctor, say, I'm suffering. My partner hit me. He's going to write that down in your medical, report. So now the solicitor going forward to make such an application, we can then request the requisite documentation to support. We always need support for applications. So without it,
it makes your job hard. So sorry, me, I mentioned I'm already stingy. So all this lawyer is all money.
That's right. It's true.
Or should we see you in chambers for that one?
Oh, see us in chambers. We'll talk to you and really give you a very good, very good price. We are not too expensive.
But the cost shouldn't deter you from seeking the help that you need.
Of course, please come and see us. There are people who are in very difficult situations. If you're watching today, please give us a call on any of our numbers, and we'll be able to advise you accordingly.
Confidentially as well. It's not everything that we will come and sit on Ghana radio and be saying and talking about. So So let me read a couple of comments. Sadiq Bwampan says, congratulations, you're doing a fantastic job. Yunusa says, quite educative. Thank you, Yunusa, for that comment. I'm glad you are being educated and you're picking something from this. Laurentia Armani Thompson says, thank you, Amy. Prince Ajay says, Amy, you're looking good, my dear. Prince, be careful. Nana Ajay says, great advice. Thank you. Zara Intim, doing a great job, Amy. Thank you. Jackie says, such a great topic. Many people are struggling in silence. Both men and women are going through this abuse, but shy away from seeking help. I think we will. This is a very, very good comment, and I think we will come back. When hopefully the lockdown has lifted, hopefully we will get a panel together and we will discuss this abuse in relationships as well. So thank you for that, Jackie. William Kamara, I see your comment. He's clapping for us. Melita Nyantachi says, we love you, Amy. Trust me, we all love Amy. Amanda says, the best lawyer in town. Hey. Kwame Baden again, good work, dear. Emmanuel Cote. My own Emmanuel Cote, he says, great job, Amy, keep it up. Theophilus Ishan says, lawyers usually cost less than what pastors charge on Sunday. Seek professional help, guys. Hey, Theophilus. So you want to go there? But what Theophilus is saying is so true. That's we can say a whole lot about that. Kunedu Roy says, best lawyer, very educative. Edna, hi, thank you for tuning in. Just says, Juju Marminye. Oh, I know, the one and only. That's what I call my son. Juju, so guys, thank you for tuning in. Listen, we've gone over because we've had requests behind the scenes that, we should keep it going, because you people, you don't want, it's like you don't want to invest in Amy's law firm, but I will leave it here. No, they're telling me that we should keep going. No, I will leave it here. We will leave the numbers below. Phone up and go and seek consultation for whatever issues that you may be having, or if you have any questions at all. Amy, so just for example, how much is just a consultation fee?
Our consultation is £70.
£70 an hour, or
£70, usually
flexible.
Quite flexible. It's within 30 minutes. But if you have a pressing issue and we have to discuss it, we sit down and
let me tell you, that Akrantie that you have asked them to send from Ghana, that momone, the hair that you're going to do, your nails, that cab that you're taking, all of that is more than £70. Just use that £70. A lot of lawyers will be very strict and say £70 within the hour, and then you can go. Amy and her law firm, they're quite flexible because she's Ghanaian. She's a mother, she's a woman, she's a wife. They're very compassionate, so they take their job beyond just profession. Like they're professional, but they take it beyond, and they're very personable as well. So please seek the help that you need, and even if it's just to understand certain things. We can read Google all we want to, but some of the words and everything, this appendix FM and G, what, it's all confusing. So even if you read it and you have a question, please reach out to Abinel and get the help and all the answers that you need. Amy, before we go, please give a shout out to husband, your beautiful that's kids, amazing. And anybody else. Say whatever you want to say to your watchers, because of you, the show, they don't want to end. You have a lot of followers. We just would love to just thank God for just a wonderful program. Thank you so much, Dee. Shout out to my lovely husband Mosh, and to my two beautiful daughters Alicia and Brooklyn. Very, very happy to be part of your lives, and I hope to be on your show. Hey, you're coming back, so stop hoping. We cry. We're pulling you. Thank you to all the viewers as well. Thank you for making it a very interesting show. Yes. So I'm very grateful. Oh, thank you so much, guys. I'm so grateful, and I'm so happy that a lot of you tuned in, and you were blessed by Amy's presence and her input, her education. I hope like I said, you will reach out, and it wouldn't just end here. You will seek the help and, all the, information that you need as well. So thank you so much for tuning in. Again, I want to wish my baby boy birthday. He turned 1 on Sunday. Thanks to Koro, we couldn't do a lot, but we did a little bit. I'll share the pictures very soon. Remember, no matter the situation, no matter what it is that you're facing, wherever you are in life, your decision today is what is going to determine where you are and your destiny tomorrow. And in today's show, like Amy said, and as we can see from, you know, her life, be honest with yourself and what it is that you want in life. Because as women, society wants to tell us that we can't have it all. We have to choose between having a career or, you know, a family life. But as you can see, a young woman doing it all. She set up a whole law firm successfully after she had a baby, you know, got married, and, you know, while she had a baby, and is still going strong. So yes, women can have it all. Tell anybody that tells you cannot have it all to come and look for me, because I will help them burn the sea. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Please have a wonderful week ahead. Stay safe. Don't forget to sanitize, wash your hands, and wear your face mask. We will see you next week. Same time, same place. See you. God bless. Good night.